Copyright disclaimer. Under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976, allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news, reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Non-profit educational or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use. Viewer discretion is advised.
Yeah. Will not be moving, be dismayed. Come on. Victory, yeah. Will not be moving, be dismayed. Come on. Victory. Will not be moving, be dismayed. Because the Most High is in the midst. Will not be moving, be dismayed. Because Mama Urak is in the midst. We will not be moving, be dismayed. Because He gave us a victory. We will not be moving, be dismayed. Because my call is in the midst. We will not be moving, be dismayed. Because our angels is in the midst. We will not be moving, be dismayed. Because He gave us victory. Hallelujah, praise God. He gave us victory and the battle to be won. Yes, sir. Hallelujah, praise the Most High. He did not give us son to reproach. Hallelujah, praise the Holy Spirit. She's protecting and guiding us. Hallelujah, praise the Most High. He gave us the Archangel Michael. Yes, sir. Hallelujah, praise God. He did not give us unto shame. Yo, brothers and sisters, Jews and Gentiles alike, are you moved? America will not be moved. Canada will not be moved. Africa will not be moved. Haiti will not be moved. Atlantis will not be moved. England, UK, where you at? Latvia, Germany, where you at? Are you moved? Are you dismayed? Brothers and sisters, Jews and Gentiles alike, are you will not be moved and be dismayed. Because the Most High is in the midst. Will not be moved and be dismayed. Because Mama Urak is in the midst. We will not be moved and be dismayed. Because He gave us a victory. We will not be moved and be dismayed. Because my call is in the midst. We will not be moved and be dismayed. Because our angels is in the midst. We will not be moved and be dismayed. Because He gave us victory. Hallelujah, praise the Most High. He gave them defeat and the battle to be lost. Hallelujah, praise God. He gave 83 unto great reproach. Yes, sir. Hallelujah, praise the Holy Spirit. She destroyed them and lead them astray. Yeah, hallelujah, praise the Most High. He gave 82 unto great shame. He said He will save us. We are going to the now again. Hallelujah, praise God. Be at peace, there will be no Jacob's trouble.
Genesis 15:13. And He said unto Abraham, know of a sureties that thy seed shall be a stranger in a land that is not theirs, and shall serve them, and they shall afflict them 400 years. 1619, 2019, the 400 years is over. Great glory!
America will not be moved. Jamaica will not be moved. Australia will not be moved. Philippines will not be moved. Caribbean Island not be moved. Where you at? China, Korea, where you at? Sweden, Switzerland, where you at? Nigeria, Congo, Kenya, where you at? Are you wrong? Are you dismayed? America will not be moved. Canada will not be moved. Africa will not be moved. Haiti will not be moved. Atlantis will not be moved. My people are in here, where you at? England, UK, where you at? Latvia, Germany, where you at? Are you moved? Are you dismayed? Brothers and sisters, Jews and Gentiles alike, are you wrong?
Great glory! Great praise! Beloved, be at peace. There be no Jacob's trouble. What do you think? The Inquisition was all about child slavery. We've been through a lot, man. Our people been through a lot. Yeah. It's over.
Yeah.
Shalom, beloved brothers and sisters, Jews and Gentiles alike, welcome. Thank you for being here. It is good to be here. Please give me a 1 if you can hear me and see me well. We are about to move into our 6 days of fasting. And today we're going to speak about truth. The whole reason why this world is in the state that it is because of the truth. It is because of the truth bursts forth it is because of the truth burst forth and give birth to the situation that we're witnessing worldwide. That is why. And I'm asking the nation to still keep beloved brother William. We have couple William. We have brother William that has this thing going on. The other brother William that is recovering for surgery, and the other brother Starseed and his son that's going for surgery on his arm and things like that. For those of you that may not know, whenever you reach time between October, especially November, and by in the around those time, that's like a lot of stuff going to happen to you. Accident, health stuff, because that's how the system is. That's how the realm is. Anytime around November's, the late October's, and then heading to November, you're going to get a lot until December pass, and that's when things going to get a little alleviation. Okay, so still keep the beloved in your prayers, because your prayers are indeed powerful. Your prayers are indeed matters. They are not anything you just say with your mouth. They are powerful. As we are moving forward, we are seeing the entire world is losing their marbles. They are losing their minds. They don't know what to do. There is a reason why they are coming unto us for prayers. They're trying to trick us into fighting a battle that is non-existent. What I mean by that, you see, truth is everything, and the complete opposite of truth is nothing. What's going on out there, beloved, is 83 is manufacturing certain war that they did in the 70s and stuff. Now they switched the role. A lot of the people got involved with this, and then they got involved with this garbage. The reason why they do this, remember, they don't care about the 2/3. They don't care about them. They don't need them. The only time they use the 2/3 is to bait us, or to lure, or to trap us, or to steal energy from us. That's the only time they know they need the 2/3. But they do not need any prayer from them, because the Holy One has no connection with them. They are cut off, and they can't reconnect it back onto them. So what happened is, there's a lot of people out there that are throwing tantrum, and they are trying to make it seem there's some kind of infighting in the midst of us, which there is none. What happened is 83 saw how men and our women get together with no strife, and we are studying, dialoguing, we are sharing, and there is no drama, no gossip in the midst. And I am talking about in the midst of our people here, and the one that are doing pretty much the same thing that we are doing. We follow each other, we agree and disagree with each other without no drama and gossip. So what they are doing, they are stoking the fight between men and women. There's a huge fight going on and stuff, and you should get involved with it because that's what it is. We should be fighting out there because this person said, "What are you bringing to the table?" That person's I'm not bringing anything to the table. This isn't about that. At least not in our case here. What they are trying to do, they're trying to, and a lot of people got involved with this because of trauma, beloved, because of trauma. A lot of the men, they were raised by single women, and then they were abused by the mothers because the mothers hit their fathers, and then they got that. And a lot of the women were indeed raised by single women, and then they saw how miserable their mother was and how they didn't get any help. They go out there, they fight because 83 understand this. But the problem is, in the midst of us here, at least the problem is for them, in the midst of us here, we are not moved or dismayed, and we will not engage with garbage. Indeed, they have celebrities going out there, going to court now, fighting each other, and they want us to give those things life. Remember, if we don't breathe into something, it won't have any life. So the truth is everything. Lies is pretty much all the thing that is for them. Now you got this thing going on in Venezuela and stuff. And you're like, okay, why would you need military might in that level or military forces that go to those people in that level for drugs? You people are acting like drugs is the number one issue in America. You're acting like drugs are the number one things around the world. Like everybody are tired of drug. People go wake up in the morning and say, you know what, I'm tired of drug. Too many drugs in the street. That's why I can't pay my rent. I can't pay my mortgage. I can't leave. The drugs is the problem. So we need to invade the country that have the drugs and taking it out, and life will be better. We're going to let those big pharma doing the thing that they did, but it's drugs. But nonetheless, I'm going to play this video. Let me see. Let me put it here. Every time I say this here, and I always have some issue, and I forgot about it. Okay, but I'm going to put it here. Okay, all right. So now, beloved, again, the truth. Truth is the light that runs and cuts through shadows. Truth indeed is the light that cut through darkness. Remember in the good book, our beloved said, the darkness see the light. He doesn't understand it. He doesn't know what it is. Just like three-eye atlas is cutting through the darkness, the deep, triple thick darkness of space, and come here, it is a representation of the truth. What we are seeking, beloved, is clarity. Clarity of the mind. And this truth, particularly, it is the best clarity. This truth, it forces us to remove confusion, and it exposes 83's lies, and then it brings our soul into alignment. Truth, this truth particularly, it liberate us and remove all the illusions that are out there. A lot of the stuff, beloved, are not real. They just illusion. Certain of those things, they are indeed, when you touch them, They are opaque, but they ain't real. There's a difference between a fake and a real. Both of them are tangible, touchable, so to speak, but one of them is not authentic. This truth is the clear and accurate representation and recognition of reality. You cannot deny this truth. You cannot distort this truth. You cannot deceive this truth. No matter what people are doing out there, this truth remains indisputable, undefeatable. Oh, you can talk. You can trick, you can lie, you can say things, but this truth is untouchable. This truth is like the sun. It's like MC Hammer. Can't touch this. Beloved, when it comes to speaking the truth, of course, this society and pretty much all society around the world, they value lies above pretty much everything. Lying gets you out of trouble. Truth gets you in trouble. We live most of our lives waking up and lie pretty much every day so we can cover insecurities, embarrassment, things we don't want others to find out, hell, things we don't want ourselves to find out about ourselves. So we lie. And because of that, we refuse and we cannot heal. Truth does heal. Look at what NASA's doing out there. Well, it's a comet. It's a meteorite. All the behavior pointed the opposite way, which is not the truth. But did they admit the truth? They can't. Just like we are the light, they are the darkness, we are the truth, they are something else. And we need the truth to heal ourselves, beloved. You need to start telling yourself the truth. Because if you do, it will break the power of lies and confusion. Because whenever you're lying, the lying is always bring confusion. Have you ever met someone that tells so much lies and they lost in the midst of their lies? Their lies become a web of confusion. They don't know what is lying. They don't know the truth in their lies. Remember, when somebody keep telling lies, lies become their truth. And they told so much of it. They are embedded in this web. They can't get out. Like, did I tell this truth before? These lies before? Beloved, truth, not only this one, but in general, it ends this self-deception. Because when you heard this adage, stop lying to yourself. You're not lying to me, you're lying to yourself. And when you lie to yourself, you deceive yourself. People always thinking when they lie to others, they are deceiving others. No, you know you're lying. You're deceiving yourself. See, 83 knew once we fall asleep, we don't know anything, we become Simon Says. Whatever they told us, we repeat back, we follow, no resistance. No questions, we just do because we are told to do so. And they knew above all, there will become a time we will be up. Our minds will be awakened. And we won't take this garbage. And they knew very damn well at that time they can't tell us any lies, but they choose to. They choose to build this fake reality. This is not even fantasy, this pseudo reality that they build, and they envelop themselves in this lies. Truth aligns you with the proper reality. It strengthens your mental clarity and also your spiritual discernment. That's why those people do not have any discernment. They cannot discern what's coming. They cannot discern what's in here. When they see the weather, they see the natural phenomena. They have no discernment because everything that they know is based on lies. They took the Holy Land, they transported the translation and map and geography, topography to another place. They took the people, they switched the stories, they do all those things, and then all those things become their reality. They base pretty much everything on those lies, which give birth to this pseudo reality. They have no self integrity. And truth indeed restores self integrity. That is why we have it here, because we speak the truth. The truth brings order where chaos once thrived. There shall be no chaos here, only the truth. There shall be no chaos here, only discipline, courage, honor, and calmness. We must, beloved, let the truth reveal itself in the midst of us. Now, I am not talking only about the truth, who we are, the land, the reality we're living, but I'm talking about the truth within yourself. You must tell yourself your truth for you. And again, a lot of people say, well, but people think like that. So I'm supposed to tell the truth according to this camp or according to these studies. No, tell your own truth to yourself. Let it reveals. Let it reveals an honest reflection, honest introspection, honest meditation, contemplation. Time to be alone, man, and let it go. Release. Let go. Let it show up in clear communication. A few years ago, I shall say back in 2022, I had something going on with me and the truth. And I realized I was not telling my daughter the truth too much. When she want to play, she want to go out, she want to do things. And I always tell her something, and I ended up not doing it. So I take a vow to never tell my daughter lies when I can do things that I'm supposed to do. I'm just either too lazy or too tired to do it. So till this day, I kept this promise. And whenever my daughter asks for something that I don't want to do, I don't lie to her. I either tell her, sweetie, daddy's so tired, he can't do it. Daddy's bored, daddy's this and that. Most of the time I did it. With clear communication, beloved. I try to avoid telling lies for years now. If I don't know something, I don't speak on it. That is personally me. When something happened, when somebody say, why didn't you show up? Why didn't you do this? I don't lie and say stuff like, oh, well, my car and this and that. I always tell the truth. Beloved, 83 train our people to see pretty much everything in a fantasy-like state of mind. This is reality, son. We must see the truth. Let it reveal itself without fantasy. Cold, cut, raw. And we must take responsibility without excuses, because excuse is the mother of lies. We always have an excuse for why we couldn't study, we couldn't do this, we couldn't get that, we couldn't do this. I got into a bike accident. A clown rammed me from the back. He was going to a clown show, he was late, he rammed me to a back and stuff. We always have some excuse. I couldn't do this because I needed to lose 50 pounds. I couldn't do that because my car is not good. I wouldn't make it up there. I couldn't do this because I'm addicted to that. We need to take responsibility because the truth is indeed being responsible. And this is on the part of, I shall say, on a physical level. And a spiritual one, beloved, the truth is indeed the Most High's law, natural law. And you have something watching over that law. Of course, many call it karma, but in that case, we refer to it as karma. It's there, man. It's there. It's always worked. Sometime it's late, at least that is to us, but it's there. This truth must cleanse, enlighten, illuminates, and purifies our spiritual side. Let it destroys the illusions and brings everything again into clarity. The reason why there's so much confusion out there, because there is no clarity, no truth. And it's not like there is no truth of ours. Our truth is out there. It's just people refuse to listen to it. The light says, walk in truth. Truth makes the soul whole. Many people out there are shattered. Some of them are half. But when you have the truth, you're whole. You don't need another piece of you. You're good. And to our beloved again, as we mentioned before, we must indeed practicing the truth. I give you some example. We must indeed admit it, what we already know. And the true path to wisdom and knowledge is to know you know nothing. At least I don't. I don't know anything. We must speak honestly, but with grace. Then again, we want about being honest, okay, because that's all they expected for our people, to always be honest. You don't need to tell everybody the truth. The truth is not for everyone. Our truth is not indeed for everyone. And we must look and study and examine our motives. Is it abide with the truth? Is it abide with truth indeed? If it is, we proceed. If it is not, we proceed with caution. We must remove denial. And if there's one thing 83 is good of, is they are in great denial right there. But we aren't. They are in denial because their life, their reality is fake. It's not real. And truth align our actions with reality, but not with them, not with their reality. Beloved, accept the truth. Be the truth. Live the truth. Whether if you're a Jew or a Gentile. I see clearly. I speak truthfully. I walk in the light of clarity and integrity. May the Most High keep the truth within me and me within the truth. Selah, so be it. Thank you, Heavenly Father, for everything that you did for us, the nation, our people, Jews and Gentiles alike. May you keep the truth in the midst of us and bring it to the forefront. Selah, so be it. All right, beloved. Yes, the truth is the double-edged cutting sword. This entire world rewarded only nothing but lies. You go, you lie on your fellow men in the courthouse, you lie in the house, you will be rewarded. People are competing for the best liars. Truth has no place in this world. up until now. Shalom, beloved sister Lisa Cabrera. Thank you for being here. It is good to be here. It is very good. Truth, beloved, is not something this world rewarded at all. You can see it pretty much everywhere. You see people, well, because we all have something in common. Online, social media, we'll see people having their social media and lies on celebrities and lie on people, and they will fabricate their lies and prove it and bring it as if it is the truth. You see how the government and whatever that file, you'll even see the pastors and the priests lie continually, and they'll tell the biggest lies. Guess what? They get rewarded handsomely. The people still showing up to their congregation, they still giving them great reverence. They still go around and give unto those people because those people tell them lies, because those people do not reflect the truth. Truth ain't gonna get you nowhere in this society. It ain't. To be successful mightily in this system, you have to be an excellent liar. The truth is always buried. You make some truth video or put it on YouTube or anywhere, or you're seeking some truth, it is buried. It's only the lies that is promoted. It's only the lies that is given, taught, and worshiped. But beloved, we're here to tell you as of today, well, as of 2019 and 2020, the truth is the undisputed champion. You cannot defeat the truth. No matter what you do, truth will come out. What you do in the darkness, it will come to light. One more thing, beloved, when it comes to the truth, if you know someone, whether it's in your family or friends or online, that is right out a freaking sociopath, a liar, that person have to lie to stay alive. Some people have to do this. You do know that we got people that really have to lie to stay alive. If they tell the truth, they'll die. Truth can actually kill you. You know that? Well, lies will keep you alive. Truth can kill you. And not only can kill you, it can kill a lot of people by saying one truth. You see the whole files that going on out there, the PDF files? If one of those guys literally tell the truth, like really, with proof, you can get a lot of them in a real trouble. It can get them killed. They find that fellow hanging in that prison or whatever, and whatever is going on with the people. Truth can do this. Now, if you have someone that is an outright liar, lies all the time, the most minute and significant things, you ask this person, that person out there, that person have to lie about it. You need to cut this person off. You need to cut it off. People always say, well, there's this, this is just a little white line. The problem is a white line is not the truth. If there's one thing we learn, at least many things we learn from 83, is how to lie. Remember, the word devil means a deceiver. Somebody that deceives you is a liar. So those people are, professional. Like, give me the passage in the good book that says, those people were born from the womb speaking lies. Truth cannot come out of their mouth. It's just lying, lie. And beloved, remember, whatever that is in your life you've been listening to, it will to a degree influence you. It will influence you. If you keep basking yourself in lies and lies, listen to it every day. That's why we have our people out there bringing the truth. Because if it wasn't that, beloved, would be already destroyed. You watch those people news, it is a lie. You read the book, it is more lies. You listen to them, oh brother, that's a hell of a lot more lie. If you don't get balance from the others that actually bring you some of the truth, you would be just like a two-third out there living a life of lies, a life of fantasy. You everything you see through the eyes of the enemy. Everything is freaking lies, man. Those people telling you straight up that if you study, you be a good Negro, you come to the church, you do this, you do that, you'll be this, you'll be that. And you did those things. Psalm 58, they lies from the word. Psalm 58:3. King James Version. The wicked are estranged from the womb. They go astray as soon as they be born, speaking lies. Ever since the moment they are born, the cry they let out is all lies. Thank you, Sister Marie Antoinette. It's just lies. So we need to be very careful with this. I believe I received a phone call. The phone I just see this. Let me see. Lately, I'm trying to connect this thing to that, but it won't be. It doesn't want to connect. I don't know why. It doesn't want to talk to. I'll try to call the sister back. Hopefully, I'm not. Okay. It is ringing.
Shalom.
Hey, shalom, beloved sister. Apology, I was not able to get your call. Do you have something you want to share with the nation?
I just wanted to say, when the sister sent over that, the prayer, Isaiah 42, I prayed that night when I found it. I said, oh my gosh, it's doubled. This is exactly what the Most High said. We got double, but the other nations have much more. And I read where it was saying an astronomical number, but I have to find it first before I say it. But anyway, what I wanted to say was, dear sister, thank you. I called on the 8K doing the 100 monkey experiment, which we talked about before, and I prayed unto the 8K, and I said, please, Father, let somebody get this word that I'm sending out to either the 8K or whoever, and bring it to Brother Levi, so he may tell the nation. Okay, so I just wanted to say that to let you know that the Most High put it in my heart to pray and tell you that it is double that we received.
Yes, for the folks that do not know, it's Isaiah 40 verse 2. Speak ye comfortably to Jerusalem and cry unto her that her warfare is accomplished, that her iniquity is pardoned, for she hath received of the Lord's hand double for all of her sins. So just like, we receive double, and the others will receive quadruple, whatever that is. And
well, I read somewhere, and I have to find it first, 10,000 times, 10,000 times. That's what I read.
Yes.
So I have to find that for you. It was in another book. And I'm just going to mention one more thing. I had it's about Michael. The name Michael. No. A soldier in a suit. I knew it was an angel. It was a golden suit, a silver suit. And the soldier had a helmet like Siron. He was holding a black sword that the hilt came to its shoulder. And I looked deeply and I said, how could a hilt be black and all the way to the shoulder? The following year, this was March 23, March 24, I received the name Michael. The name Michael was given to me in March. So I knew that to be Michael coming to help us. I also randomly open the Bible a lot when I want to have a word from the Most High, and the sister says she does the same thing. I opened it 3 times, and the Most High said, I have redeemed you, I have redeemed you, I have redeemed you.
Yes,
The other
yes.
day, I was standing in my room, and I was praying feverishly again, and the Holy Spirit came to me and said, you have already served the devil. Okay, stop. You have already served the devil. And I know that there's a brother online, Brother Remedy. He had something that a sister had brought to the nation. And she said, we're no longer speaking to you. We're just going to go ahead and go and do what we need to do. And that's when they started to say that they saw this thing and blah, blah, blah. And if you go on Brother Adir's website, it's just like the scriptures. You have the scriptures and you got to put it all together. Brother Adir has, he covers 4 years ago, Nibiru. And he shows it to you. And when you're looking at what they're showing you online, you're seeing the exact same thing. And he gives you a little bit more information about it. This is quite a few brothers and sisters online that do. But the Most High put it in my heart to go back to him and look at what he was saying. I said, look at this. All of this is talking about what is happening up there. Okay? So somebody else is saying that it's in front. The mothership is in front and the other ship is behind her. So we just have to keep looking up. Now, Brother Judah went over something that was interesting. He used the Book of Miracles. And he said, all of these signs that we're seeing they said it was on the third part, but it was not. It was on our part, the fourth part. He did it 2 days ago. So this is what I wanted to say. Thank you so much, sister, for grabbing that word that the Most High has. Also, it's very important. Thank you, Great Mother, for reminding me. The last Star Wars. You must watch The Last Star Wars. It involves a girl. They trashed the movie, but I watched it. It tells you, basically, she had a relationship with this guy, the guy that was chasing her, and he was able to connect with her, okay, from over light years away. And he said, I can see you, but I can't see the background of you. The Most High has given me that ability to be able to see. Okay, I can see even the outside, the background I can see. So you must watch this because I believe it's very important for the nation, because when everything goes down, I believe that's how you're going to communicate. Okay, so that's what I want to say to the nation. All praise to the Most High. Thank you, brother, for doing what you're doing. And everybody, 8K, it does work. All you have to do is put it in the ether, and the Most High will get that information to whoever it needs to be that you're saying. Okay? Take care.
All right, great glory. All praises. Thank you. All right. Indeed, this is what was going on, and during that time, like we told the people, this is a returning object. Okay, as you can see here, 3-eye atlas, and those 3 ships accompany it, and this thing looked like a sword, and it carried a sword, and it's coming with a raging fire. Okay, and you can see all the other ships surrounded it. Okay, they say, well, those are stars and things. No, those are other ships surrounded it, and those 3 dots, 3 major, and then they are coming. There's no escaping this, man. Whoops. All right. There is no escaping this. You cannot lie. You cannot say, well, this comet, it will just pass and then nothing. Or if anything, they are coming here to help the elite. If anything, I see some scumbag trying to, one of those camp trying to prove the elite is calling for help so they can fight the Most High God Almighty. They are calling what? No, that's not what that is, man. You can't. People do not understand it. This is not something you can fight. You can go out there and compete or shoot your little bullets and stuff like that. Or people are like, okay, well, the military is preparing things and stuff like that. The reason why you see the militaries in the Caribbean, because they are expecting this thing to land somewhere or whatever to come close. They could have easily go to the Middle East. They could have easily go to Europe, but they are engaging in the Abraham Valley, or the Valley of Jehoshaphat, because they're gonna get the bit down there. We did told you people about this ages ago. We told you keep your eyes in the sea. and you will see those people. You will see those people do pretty much things, all sort of things over there. All right. All right. So this is some of the things that were happening. Okay. All right. Seeing this red castle in the sky, the man with the sword, the three suns, which you people keep saying, oh, that's Sundog. And they give the years 1555. This one happened in 1007, and this one happened 1008 or 1000. This one, the one that we were looking at, where is it? The one we were looking at with the sword, this one happened in 1527. 1527. And 1527, you have a bunch of things happen. And we are in 2025, well, almost 2026, according to this calendar. Are those things going to happen again? Because it's a returning object. It literally say the here we go. Wild beasts will be their grave. You got this dragon right there, eating those I'm not quite sure those people are, All right. Wild beasts will be their grave. You got this dragon here, literally swallowing and eating these guys. And then you see a group of people being taken in a cloud, and there's blood on the floor. These people are dying. Those are pleading, please take me too. And these people all dying, and this beast, dragon, horn, face of a lion, I'm assuming, wings, tail of a snake, claws, and then killing and eating people, man. And again, for the people like, okay, those things doesn't exist and things like that, we have this map where we shows all the time with this map. And if you go beyond, you see those animals, those weird double blow fish, giant fish, flying turtle, and then these weird animals there. And then this is a desert land, the land Terra del Fuego, land of fire. All right. You can see those weird animals. Is that thing even showing? Let me see if there's a dragon fighting a lion. You can see those dragon type of reptile things over here. My favorite one is the one where they were fighting the lion, or a giant lion is fighting one. It's beyond the land there. Is it this one? Okay, that's the Barbary lion, so to speak. This huge lion, and they make those things. It's not like they're small, beloved. Okay, this is the accurate picture. They like huge as a freaking mountain. Okay, all right. I think it's somewhere around here. And you see those weird people, those weird savage-like people. They are eating other people. This one is looking in a mirror. Those wild beasts things, they will be your grave. All right. Okay. Okay, look at this one right there. This giant fighting this dragon right there, okay? This is pretty much the same depiction that you saw in the image. Those things, those ancient people would not draw these things because, oh, let's draw something right there to, make people afraid. No, here we go. This is my favorite one right here. A Barbary lion is fighting a dragon, and then this thing is standing on his hind leg, and they are fighting, and they are huge, man. You see, this is mountain. This is how big those things are. And look at this thing right here. This Cyclops vel monoculus, a cyclops, a giant. We know the cyclops were giants. And they would not depict them like this because these things are real and they are there. Okay, they'll be released and they'll do things. Once this veil is fully break down and the matrix, the simulation is done for us, they will enter their own, so it won't be pretty for them. So yeah, just to emphasize what the sister said, what is the name of this land again? Brasilia Regione. Well, they give it the name Brazil, but this is not Brazil. Could it be? Could it be the actual Brazil? And then they give whatever land over there and name is, hey, this is the real Brazil. But this is the real Brazil right there, from beyond the wall. There's a lot going on over there. Damn. It seems this one has the most animal in there. Okay. So just to and again, you see those birds. You always see the pictures, the pictures of our people having feathered birds or clothes and stuff like that. And some of the depiction, you're like, where do they get those plumes? What kind of bird have those plumes? I never seen any giant plume. And a brother was a maker, I believe Kurimio, made a video where he explained they find a feather that is 3 inches thick. What kind of bird carried feathers that are 3 inches in thickness? I don't know. Maybe there has a bird out there existed with this type of thing. I don't know. 3 inches in thickness? That's like a freaking huge bird, man. And once you start seeing all those birds and things, and you realize like, okay, yeah, and then this is a Sphinx-like character. There you go. This is a Sphinx-like character, okay? This is most likely to be a female, and you can see the breasts, and they live there, okay? Those people, I can't call them savage, they're probably intelligent. The centaur, again, and another dragon-like beast. No, those things are real, son. And this guy is a hunter, is hunting some goat, some bird, and it's just the birds over there. They are freaking huge, man. Okay, there you go again. This bird carrying an elephant, a bird carrying an elephant. And what are you going to do against a bird like this? Like, if this thing landed here, it's not one of them. You got thousands of those things landing. If this bird can carry an elephant, what chance a human have? Well, you're gonna shoot it with a 9mm, like it's gonna pierce its plume, 3 inches thick. I don't know what you people are going to do, man. Like, I don't know what that is. It's just like, well, what is that? What you gonna do? Okay, you see those huge bird? This one is in South America. Okay, look at those beautiful plume. Like, this thing is freaking big, man. All right, so just wanted to double check, and then he come another creature. It looked like it had spotted leopard type things. What if a creature like that actually is part leopard, part human, and it's intelligent? It can talk. It lives, it have technology, it belong to someone. What is you face something like that? What are you gonna do? You're gonna shoot it? What if the skin is impervious to metal? I don't know, man. Time can only tell. Time can only tell. Let me go ahead and go to the video right here. Time can only tell. All right, let's play this video that I wanted to play. The truth.
To the U.S. military buildup in the Caribbean, ABC News cameras spotted 2 U.S. warships a few miles off the coast of Venezuela. Matt Rivers is in Port of Spain, Trinidad with more. Good morning, Matt.
Good morning, Michael. We went out with some local fishermen to try and see for ourselves some of these U.S. forces that have moved into this region. and we did find what we were looking for. This is video that we took of 2 U.S. warships just off the coast of Trinidad, a destroyer and an amphibious assault ship, both transiting the narrow strait of water between Trinidad and Venezuela. We know that they were a part of the ongoing joint military exercises taking place this week, including Marines training on land. And overnight, U.S. Southern Command releasing this short video of U.S. warplanes taking off from the USS Iwo Jima, conducting live fire exercises in the Caribbean. And all of this as President Trump continues to weigh whether to strike targets inside of Venezuela as this pressure campaign against the regime of President Nicolas Maduro continues. And, you know, when we saw those 2 warships, in that moment, we could also see the coastline of Venezuela. That is how close those ships came to Venezuela. Just a remarkable show of force, Robin.
Really is. All right, Matt. Our thanks to you.
All right, then. So those guys are now in the Caribbean. We told you about this years ago. They're going to be there and act like, oh, we're going to fight Venezuela. We're going to fight Venezuela. And, let's just park in that little voodoo island here and take a break and dig for some of that thing. Yeah, whatever, man. Anyway, beloved, any question, anything, any stuff you want to add, you may call before we leave you with peace. Got about like 2 more minutes to go. Any questions? How far are you in the agenda? How many things did you complete? Oh, the sister shared me some homework with me, Sister Denise. Let me see if I can share it, okay? Did I download this thing? I should have downloaded. Let me see if I did download them. Sister Denise just did a marvelous. Okay, all right. Let me see. Nope. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, let me share. Whoops. Okay, this is the sister homework, you know, sharing graded. She did magnificently well. Wow, she actually did quite good. All right, oops, stop. Okay. All right, give me a 1 if you can see this, because it's in, you know, that's Sister Denise homework. You know, she did well. Another sister sent me a couple of things right now, but they are sacred. Can't show them. That's the sister right there. No, yeah, she did those, man. It's beautiful, magnificent. That's her homework. All right. And our beloved went in and performed Libera over here, Michael Tucker, Park and Campground. Good Libera right here in those areas. Great Libera, you know, and things like that. Just share it. Chief Ladiga Trail. All those ley line, they are activated. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. All right, then. Good. Okay. All right. The sister and her husband, they wrote the book, The God Man, I believe. I think the link is in the description. You can go get it. Yeah. So, there we go. All right. So, yeah, I wanted to, you know, the A+, man. A+, the sister did well. Everything is doing well. So, all right then. Any questions, beloved? Anything? You know, when you watch this map and the movie Avatar by James Cameron, Avatar 1, 2, and now they got 3, they start making sense of the stuff that they were showing. That is because this isn't something he imagined. He must have seen some reference of it, you know, but you know, they're just me spitballing here. So yeah. All right. That's all. Yeah, do your best. Do your best for the class and stuff. The homework is there. You can do your best, and I will see you folks tonight for the students, and tomorrow for the Isos Trouble video. Working on it right now. There are so many things going on. Man, I can't keep up. Well, I'm not supposed to keep up anyway. All right, then. Beloved, we leave you with peace. We leave you with love. We leave you with the truth. Shalom.
The 8K family.
Have you ever felt a deep yearning for spiritual growth but didn't know where to start? What if I told you there's a guide that can lead you through every step? Introducing the 8K Family Handbook. This comprehensive guide is your ultimate companion for spiritual empowerment, offering invaluable insights and practical steps to enhance your spiritual journey. What's inside? Perform spiritual background checks. Learn how to assess spiritual energies and protect yourself from negative influences. Connect with your guardian angel. Discover methods to establish a strong, supportive relationship with your guardian angel for guidance and protection. Develop your magical abilities. Unleash your innate magical potential with step-by-step instructions and exercises tailored for all levels. Whether you're a novice or a seasoned practitioner, the 8K Family Handbook provides the tools and knowledge you need to elevate your spiritual practice. Begin your journey to empowerment and enlightenment today. Available now on Amazon.com.